We are back here on Carolina Women with our co-host
and very dear friend,
Bruce Wood. It's great to see you. And you know what? We are here at Shelter Cove. It is amazing.
We talked about
the breeze
this.
is phenomenal.
Yes.
You're exactly right. When
Yes.
we're talking about a market that we're in now, it's nice to have some breeze. This is
true.
the first time that we have talked with you where you're like, okay, bring it on. We're going to talk a little bit about the market.
A little bit.
1978.
You read my email.
Hello.
It's a lot like 1978.
Yes.
Okay, when I was a young advisor at Merrill Lynch. So the encouraging part of that is we will get through this.
There's
Yes.
a light
Right.
at the end of the tunnel.
We're in a transition, and from 10 years of the government throwing tons of money into the market to now a point where they're going to pull back. And so they're going to raise interest rates. You know, for so many years, and I think you all remember this, not that we're all old, but for so many years, interest rates were at 7 3/4.
Yep.
That was the norm.
Yes.
My first house was 7 3/4
Mine
in
was
1972.
That was the norm.
Yeah.
%.
So guess what?
14.
Ouch.
Guess what? We're going back to the norm. But the government has a lot of debt,
Okay.
so they'll have to raise inflation, they'll have to raise taxes, and they'll have to cut government spending if they want to get through this, which
So
is
What
all
does
normal.
that mean for the average person or the portfolio or
That's
the
what I wanna
outlook?
know.
How do we go day to day?
Right.
Don't look at it.
I think that's the best part.
To a harbor and enjoy the view.
Live your life. Don't look. Hang in there.
It's not going to be like the last 10 years, but it will be successful.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, 1978 to 1982, people survived.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't. This is the United States of America. This is not Rwanda.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so consequently, money pours into this country all the time because we have laws.
Mm-hmm.
So the good thing about it is, just be patient.
Do you recommend people come in, they talk to their financial advisors just to sort of get a foundation or grounded and say, well, maybe we could tweak this a little or tweak that a little bit?
Yes, you're going to have to tweak a lot.
Okay.
And so your advisor is the best place to go. Unfortunately,
You're part
very few of
therapist.
them saw 1978 to 1982.
So that gives you experience and
I know,
wisdom.
you really are a lot wiser
I know,
than the average.
Wrinkled.
And wise.
My wife says I'm old.
It doesn't mean you're not wise. We'll go with wise. But seriously, it is time for us to come and see you.
Yes.
Oh, absolutely. You want to see your advisor. This is when your advisor earns his or her keep.
Okay.
By understanding that things are changing and they better change with it. The problem is today most firms have gone to packaged products.
Okay. What does
And
that mean?
That means that it's that you go in and they give you a little bit of this and a little bit of that and a little bit of this, and it's an effort to, you know, make your portfolio more diversified.
Got it.
Which there's nothing wrong with that, and also safer, and there's nothing wrong with that.
Okay.
Unfortunately, that's the way it's going to be.
Got it.
All right.
Okay.
So you have to adjust it for your age and for your needs and strategy. And everybody, believe it or not, is different.
Okay.
Everybody is different.
Well, they
And
would have to be.
Can I ask you what a bond is? I've been hearing good stuff about bonds recently.
a bond, in its simplest terms, is somebody issues a bond,
Okay.
whether it be a government or a company,
Okay.
and they want to borrow money from you rather than from the bank.
Oh.
Interesting.
Now, the government, the U.S. government, has what we call T-bills,
Okay.
which are 0 to 1 year in maturity, and they also have what are called bond notes,
Okay.
and notes go to 10 years, from
Got it.
0 to 10 years, okay? And then you have bonds, which go from 10 years to 30 years. So, and it's pretty much like railroads issue bonds, and the latest ones that issued them were 2% for 100 years. So in 100 years, whoever gave them the money will get their money back.
Well, that's kind of interesting.
I know, isn't it cool?
I mean, everything just
really
changes
cool.
all the time. I mean, you really have to
Constantly
be.
changes.
Oh my gosh. Well, as always, here in beautiful Shelter Cove, it is a treat to see you.
Thanks.
The breeze is
I know.
amazing,
The breeze is
Erin. It's
fascinating.
fantastic. We want to thank all of you for joining us here on Carolina Women. Have a safe and wonderful week. Bye-bye now.